What's good, y'all? It's your leak. So we are back with yet another video, and I decided I'm gonna be giving away 2 true Hogyokus at 10,000 subscribers. So smash that like button right now, sub to the channel, and join the link in the description if you want to be a part of that. If you need true Let's, true Visored, or true Vasto, or you just want a true Hogyoku, y'all be ready for that at 10k. But today we are going to be going over the Arrancar weapon tier list. I've been seeing a lot of comments on this, and this is my build. I've used every single one of these weapons, so it's going to be off my experience. I am gold 1 right now in ranked, so you can take my opinion with what it is or not. It's up to you, and with the information and opinions of some others that I play with that are also high ranked. One of them is a plat as well. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video, man. So I think, guys, this time we're gonna go all the way from here to these are the legendary 3% weapons, and all the rest of them are a 97% chance to get, starting with Nanotora. Honestly, his weapon is pretty decent. You break their legs or snap their legs, whatever you want to call it, and make them not able to run for a bit. This weapon is actually pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. I think we'd have to sit it in like a B tier, and I will move these around if I do change my mind later, but right now I'm gonna have it sit at a B tier because this is actually pretty decent. I think we're actually gonna go and put good, decent. I've been doing this in all my videos recently, and I think it works out a lot better. So we got S, good, decent, mid, and F tier. And then we got Nelliel's. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in F tier. Don't be mad in the comments if you do use Nell's weapon, but it's pretty garbage. The crit is a little like laser pointer or whatever you want to call it, but honestly the weapon isn't that good, bro. It's not that good. You can debate me in the comment section if you'd like. Don't just be crying, actually give me a debate and explain your reasoning. Next up, we got Baragon's axe. This is actually a pretty solid weapon. I know a lot of people who use this, and I've been actually seeing some YouTubers post like this is the best weapon in the game. I don't know if all of that is true, but this weapon's actually pretty good. You get hyper armor on your crit, and you don't really move forward too much or like lunge at them, but you spin around 2 or 3 times. I can't remember which one it is, but you literally also, I'm not sure if it actually breaks your legs as well, but you have hyper armor the entire time, so you have a good chance of hitting them. This could be good against Hogyoku players, and overall I think it could belong in S tier. Right now we're gonna put it at good, and then I will decide a bit later, but right now Baragon's axe is actually really good. Next up, we got, I didn't even know if I wanted to throw this in the video or not. It's Grimmjow's claws, which it's gonna be an S tier, bro. If you're a Hogyoku player, you can't use anything else. If you're using your bare fist, you're missing out because the crit actually takes you up into the air, and you could start a combo with it. So this is hands down obviously insane because Hogyoku is just broken in the game. So that is what it is. Now, Wonder Wise's weapon is actually not too bad. I know a guy who was like, I think he was like 48 number ranked in the world or whatever you want to call it in Type Soul, and he was using Wonder Wise and backing up how good it was, and we actually 1v1'd a couple times too. And he showed me that it is not too bad of a weapon. I don't think it's up in S tier, but I believe Wonder Wise can be really good. But for the more part, I'm gonna just put it at high decent for right now, and we'll move it a bit later once we get the rest of these in here. But Wonder Wise is low-key slept on. You don't see too many players using it, and the crit's really not that bad. Now, if you are an OG in Type Soul, you remember that Harabel's weapon was one of the best weapons. I'm pretty sure it was the best weapon with the Ulquiorra sword as well. Everybody wanted to get their hands on this, and people would literally wipe their account to restart over and roll to try to get Harabel's weapon. But they nerfed it a good lot, and we sadly saw the downfall of this sword. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it at mid. You can't really make it too good anymore, and you won't see a lot of people with it because the nerf was pretty horrible. It's not that good at all anymore. Now we have Tessin, which are the little fan blades, guys, and this one is actually really good. I would put it up there with being as good as the Baragon's axe. It's kind of like the same thing. You also do get a little bit of a spin, but this one you get a little downtime. It's kind of like a wind spin. It goes like shoom. I don't know how to explain it. I'm actually about to sound dumb, but anyways, you do 2 little spins and you reel in the player, which is actually pretty nice as well. It's definitely up there. I think Baragon's axe is a little bit better than it, but they're pretty much on par with each other. Now, like I said before, Ukiura sword used to be one of the best in the game, and not even that. Everybody was just slurping number 4, bro. Everybody wanted to be like Ukiura when this was one of the first Bleach games to come out. Obviously, there's Reaper 2 and stuff, but one of the more popular ones to drop. Everybody wanted to be like Ukiura and roll this sword, but now you kind of just get a normal lunge. It's like one of the most basic crits in the game. And I would put it at low decent, below Nanotora and Wonder-wise. It still can be used, it's still viable, but overall it's just not as good. It's not keeping up with the crazy crits of all the other weapons that Arrancar's good. Now I'm gonna start with Blood Edge first, then Hollow Burden, then Caliber, because I think that's the order that they dropped, or it was Blood Edge, Caliber, Hollow Burden. But Blood Edge is actually really insane. This was the first one that we got to see in air crit with. You can literally go lunge at them with a little purple slice and then slam down also. This was definitely the best Arrancar weapon out at the time before Hollow Burden and Caliber dropped. But it definitely deserves a spot in S tier, and I would put it below the Grimmjow Claws. I don't know how I'm supposed to rank these. I think we could just have the Grimmjow Claws at its own S tier, and then the other weapons will be at their own S tier as well, because it's Hakuda compared to actual weapons. But anyways, then we have Hollow Burden. I used this for a while. I actually put it in my updated Vastacar build, my Vasto Keto build. Hollow Burden is pretty insane. If you land the crit on them, it does not have an air crit, by the way, but if you land the crit, you jump and lunge back at them and slam on the ground, and it literally ragdolls them crazy. This is pretty insane, and I'm pretty sure it also breaks their legs as well for a little bit. But it's kind of hard to land though, because sometimes you'll be able to hit it and the player already tried dashing somewhere, so when you do lunge and jump back at them, it won't do anything. You'll just look stupid. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it below Blood Edge. I did hear Blood Edge did get a little bit of a nerf, so I'm not sure which of the two are better. I personally would choose Hollow Burden because I'm better with it, but as a weapon, a beginner player isn't gonna be doing anything crazy with Hollow Burden. Like, I don't see them doing any type of anything with it. Blood Edge would be the more beginner friendly version of Hollow Burden. And last but not least, the one I've been using recently ever since they added the air crit and did the rework, Caliber is gonna be at the top, or this would go here, my fault, but Caliber is at the top of the food chain right now, bro. This weapon is actually insane. If a Hakuda, it's so good for a counter against Hakuda. You don't have too many hyper armor moves. It does not have hyper armor, but in the air, when they do take you up, you can spam R and do this little spin. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have already seen it, but you do a spin and you could back up, I think, three of the Hakuda moves that take you into the air. You can take most of them and you can stop them and drop back to the floor, which is pretty insane. Not only that though, if you do bring someone's posture down, you have a good amount of range for the, so I talked about the air crit. The ground crit is like a little beam that shoots in front of you, and it's actually really good as well for a lot of people who try to stay a little bit back, but they want to come at you with a Tora reach or something for the Hakuda. I think it's just the perfect thing to use for Hakuda, like a Hakuda counter. And then I also think it's really good to use as a keto in general. If out of all these weapons I could recommend any player for any type of style, I would go with Caliber. I hope they don't nerf it, but Caliber definitely is sitting on the top. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree with any of these, or where you would place it. Like, oh, I would place Baragon here with a reason, because it does this, because it does that, instead of just being like those Storm users in my other video crying in the comment section down below. But if this video helped you out in any way, or you just enjoyed the content, smash that like button, smash that sub button, comment down below what you would like to see next. Once again, 2 True Hogyoku giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. And as always, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. It's Ulixo. Peace.